Hello guys, it's Train King James here with the July purchases. Purchased a whole bunch of stuff in July, and also, if you didn't know, the Thomas Wayne Railway website went up today. So go check out the special ones with the custom items, so I'll probably be buying one of those pretty soon. So anyway, let's go over the new items. I'm gonna start with an important item. This is 2000. Hold on, let the camera focus. 2013 D199. It's basically the same thing, you know, slightly different face. You know, plastic bogies. You know, very slight differences. All in all, it's a pretty cool item. It's pretty good. What I'm going to do with it, though, is I'm going to paint it completely green. I'm going to, like, paint over the numbers, and then, like, cover up some spots, of course. But I'm going to paint it completely green, so it can be Bear in my series. Because, as you know, Bear is D199's associate, though they're not the same class. They used to be good friends, of course. Well, they weren't good friends, but you know, they are associates. Nothing more, probably nothing less. But anyway, and Bear was green when he came to live on Sodor. Bear will be appearing in an episode this season, and I'm very excited for that episode because it will help join a very important plot line in my series. As in season 3, we'll start a couple plot lines and even give some answers to some other ones. So let's go on to the next item, which is the Sodor Bakery delivery. These items are from this is pretty cool because it's basically the Sodor cookie cars, which I do have, except fewer cars and without the rickety, the butter and the sugar, but instead added milk. So you have a red cargo car with a box of eggs, and this time it's not magnetic. At least I don't think so. Let me test it. I guess it is magnetic, so I guess maybe it is. It just doesn't have a regular magnet. It has the flour, just the standard dumper, and then a truck of milk churns, which is actually pretty cool. And I'm glad to see that this truck is actually made out of wood. Aside from these cars, they're made out of plastic. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if they do anything when they run. Yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's go on to the next item, which is the 2014 Sodor Ironworks. And this will be important. This will be a new location on my series. It'll be Arian Bird's new workplace. So let me demonstrate on what this does. So you put a cargo car. This is the right cargo car from the Sodor Bakery delivery. Right underneath. And you tip your iron bar into it, and it usually doesn't land. And then you're supposed to carry it away. And if you tip this part, you get to see like all kinds of like sounds. Like, oh, not a bad item. I'm glad to see that it is mostly wood. Let's turn it to the side. You know, lots of details. Looks like you're in a foundry. The back. You know, not really a lot of. You know what I look at it? It's more plastic actually than wood. Yeah, it is mostly plastic. It just feels kind of like. It kind of felt like it, but now that I look at it, it is plastic. Alright, let's go on to the next destination, which is probably the most interesting destination. The Sodor 3-in-1 scenes. Now, I've been looking for this item all last year, and I just found it this year in a store that was selling actually a lot of 2013 items. So let's just pretend Bear here is taking passengers to Marin Station. Or is he taking passengers to Marin Station? Or is it the lumberyard? Or is it the ice cream factory? Or is it Marin Station? We don't know. It all just depends on the episode. And this explains why I called the sawmill the Wellsworth Sawmill, and it's near Gordon's Hill, is because that this station is going to go on the other side. So it's because it falls right in between Gordon's Hill, it's going to be the Wellsworth Marion Sawmill. So because the lumber mill, if I can get stuck, if I can get back to lumber mill, because the lumber mill is connected to Marion, I'm going to say that this is the Marion, that's where the sawmill office and stuff is. And now here's the last thing, probably the best purchase I made, which was this massive track pack from Imaginarium Trains. Now, this has some pretty cool track in it. Like, here you have your 3-way switch, a double crossover track, you have a 4-way switch, you have some wacky track, another T-switch, you have some of these switches, some of those switches, some siding, some buffers, a cross track, and those pieces. And this is a really nice piece because it comes with a lot of pieces of track that you don't have and see anymore in the wooden railway. Thompson really, that is. Because, most of this, like a lot of these pieces, like 3-way switches, the double crossover, and the 4-way switches were retired in the late 90s. Probably because, a lot of kids are interested. So they were taken off the market. Now they're seriously rare. I mean, this is a double crossover track on eBay now. That's like $50. I'm not gonna pay that. This was only $30 for all of this track. It's not the same thing, but I mean, it works the same. Bear seems to like it just fine. And these might not be the exact same 3-way switches, but they're still 3-way switches. Point being that this is a pretty cool track pack. I hope you're glad and happy to see these new items appearing in the series. And thanks for watching this video. This is Train King James signing off.